Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? Guess what? Welcome back to another episode of Double Barrel Podcast, Single Barrel Blast. You guessed it, my name is Chris and I'm going to be your host again tonight. Tonight we are looking at none other than Canada's answer to Blanton's Caribou Crossing. Alright, let's get into this guy. Let's see if he can stack up to Blanton's. I doubt it. Alright, now we did this one in the Mother's Day challenge face-off thingy, which I still need to record the last episode because I ended up with a really bad case of food poisoning over the last couple days, or a really bad case of the flu, and I have been out of commission pretty bad. So let's look at that. Okay, first off, on the first glances here, we got the cool blue pouch, kind of like the brown pouch that comes from Blanton's. Nice, really cool, like kind of like these gilded cords here. Now, here's where this gets interesting. I want you guys to check out the artwork on the bottle. Very similar to Blanton's. Now, check out the etching work though. Etching's actually really good on this guy. So this guy claims to be, like Blanton's does, the original single barrel. Now, here's where this gets a little weird. This is actually distilled almost identical to the way Blanton's is distilled. What makes it different though is legally for a bourbon to be classified as a bourbon, it has to be distilled in the United States. Smells good. Good floral notes, good vanilla, caramel notes coming through there. Well, even if something that is distilled like a bourbon isn't distilled in the United States, it legally cannot be called a bourbon. Hence why we have a single barrel whiskey here. Hence, North meets South. Let's do it. Okay, lot of fruit notes, a lot of floral notes going on here. Okay. All right, incredibly smooth. Could actually give Blanton's a run for its money, in all reality. There is a very strong predominant fruit note in there, and I'm getting a lot of these deep cherry type, almost maybe like a strawberry raspberry going on in there. It's very fruity. This is a very fruity whiskey. In fact, I'd venture to say it's probably one of the most almost kind of comparable to the Spirit Hound. There's a lot of fruit notes. Good depth of vanilla, good depth of caramel in there. Not a lot of wood though. There's just not a lot of wood notes. It's not very earthy at all. It's very vibrant. This is a very vibrant. In fact, I would venture to say, I'm looking at the Blanton's over there right now, I'd venture to say this is even more vibrant than a Blanton's. And that Blanton's barrel select I have over there is one of the most vibrant floral bourbons I've ever had in my life. The reason for it is it tastes like when you smell a rose petal in full bloom. This, however, though, it's kind of like walking through a raspberry patch almost. That is really good. It's extremely smooth. In fact, I think Justin's going to absolutely love this guy. $60. Absolutely, all day long. This guy gets full street cred. I definitely recommend picking up a bottle of this. If you have to burn out, if you live in states where they do this thing called allocation, and you have these allocation points and blah. I burned an allocation point on this one, actually, in my local store that does allocation points. And I will say this much right now. It was worth the allocated point that I burned. Therefore, definitely recommend the Caribou Crossing to everybody. Definitely check this guy out. He's just that good. All right, guys. As always, my name is Chris. Thank you guys for tuning in to Double Barrel Podcast, Single Barrel Blast. You all stay safe out there. Always remember, never drink and drive, never mix your guns and alcohol. We'll see you back here next time. Be safe.